welcome to Antwerp, and welcome to the World Outgames. Thank you, Alice, for your very strong introduction. Et je pense que c'est correct que je commence par remettre à nos amis camerounais les sincères condoléances aux familles, aux amis et à tous les Camerounais qui ont perdu un de leurs activistes. Merci. Et je pense que c'est aussi correct de vous inviter à être généreux pour Alice et toutes les organisations qu'elle supporte, parce que rétablir une organisation décapitée, ça coûte. Ça coûte beaucoup d'énergie, mais aussi les finances peuvent aider. Même si c'est un petit montant, donne-le, c'est en bonne main et n'hésite pas à supporter le mouvement au Cameroun. Merci. I will not repeat it in English, it was so simple I think everybody could understand it. And I'm very honored to be just after Alice, but it's also a very big task. I will not just word by word repeat the guidelines of Antwerp, but I would like first to thank you and to thank the organizing committee to have this chance to stand here. This moment could only be made possible by the work of a whole team, board members, international experts, volunteers, people volunteering today, the next 12 days, people volunteering since 3 years. And therefore, what I'm presenting, the draft guidelines of Antwerp, belongs to all of them as a symbolic result of years of preparation. I will invite the president, the board members, the volunteers, the staff members who are present in the room to stand up so that people can see who has been working the last 3 years on the project. Please stand up. All the members of the international committee, the staff, the volunteers, the people volunteering the next days, yes? And can I ask also the people from Miami to stand up? Are there people present from Miami? Yes. So that you can feel the energy of kicking off a world event. Give them a big hand clap, please. Give them the energy to take this event positively to the 12th of August and to take it to Miami. Thank you. Do we really need World Outgames? Do we need this event? Is it worth all that energy? Is it worth all that mobilization of volunteers, almost 1,000? Is it worth the mobilization of public funds? Is it worth all this logistics, thanks to the city of Antwerp and many, many sport clubs? Or is it worth its global footprint on the earth? I think each of us, from the organizing committee, the board, has asked this question once, at least once, and most preferably, late at night during a sleepless night. Is it worth this sleepless night? And now, we have only till the 12th of August to convince all of you and many, many others to say yes, it's worth the effort. Yes, we need them. And we're going to do that with a mathematically legitimate proving method of demonstration. Enjoy the World Outgames, enjoy the conference, and make sure you are full part of that demonstration. Because peoples, regions, groups of all feathers around the world can stop equality, or try to stop equality. They can try with laws forbidding gay promotion, banning sexual education from school, laws introducing death penalties, arresting people for having same-sex relationships, by cowardly ignoring mortal mobs, homophobic, transphobic violence. They can try with massive amounts of money, massive amounts of homophobic DVDs, massive amounts of lectures. Some of them even try by making a blasphemic use of the phrase, in the name of God, ignoring how many of us, of our people, has a spiritual engine to continue this struggle. But they will never succeed. And why will they never succeed? And that's what the Antwerp guidelines are about. Because, dear brothers and sisters, we are all born equal. Madiba. And when I say Madiba is the surname of Nelson Mandela, I use it to convince myself we have to go on with the struggle, to strengthen my personal confidence, my decisiveness, that yes, we have to achieve our goals. We all have sometimes to boost our energy. We all have sometimes to give way to negative emotions. When we lost someone, or when we are angry or frustrated about non-achieved equalities, we have to strengthen our belief in collective moments as this. And we have all to express our strongest solidarity with LGBT groups, individuals and their families, as in Cameroon, and most particular with those victims of homophobic and transphobic violence around the globe, of murder, with those cut off from their freedom of speech and expression, and even with those never named as victims of such an act. Maybe they are a majority. So I want to express this solidarity together with all of you today. And I ask your full collaboration to give energies to those who need it, and to confirm that we support them morally and as effectively as possible. So when I use Madiba as a power term to give energy, please answer firmly by honoring, for example, a victim we have in common and we have lost for the struggle we have in common. When I say Madiba, please answer firmly with Ogena, our Eric. Madiba. Madiba. Nobody will stop equality. Madiba. Thank you, but I want to hear more of it. Nobody will stop equality. Madiba. Ogena. Nobody will stop equality. Madiba. Okay. Now look at your right, look at your left, look around and get to know future friends. It will be important to get where we want to get to. Look at the one with the sport outfit, look for the one with the suit and tie, maybe look for the one with a red tie, they're all union leaders, look for an eccentric one, an artistic one, or a fashionable friend. Because we are an event with 3 pillars: sports, culture, and human rights. Look for the athlete, the researcher, the artist, the activist, the union leader. You will all find them inside this room. But you will not find anybody perfect. Although we are able to make this conference and this critical event called World Outgames to an exceptional experience of excellence in being human and excellence in being equal. Madiba. Look at your left, look at your right. Did you ever clap hands just you are surrounded by people born equal to you? Please do it now. Clap your hands because you are surrounded by people equal to you. Can things be more simple than that? I don't think. And that's why nobody will stop us from finding the energy we need to fight for LGBT rights. Nobody will stop equality. We will always find the energy needed to succeed. It is the duty of each and all of us, the whole LGBT movement, to truly support all these dedicated people to realize small step-driven change at many levels, in many regions, in many villages, in many small and big organizations. Brothers and sisters, whatever energy it takes, whatever time it takes, I believe what Alice said, to get there from safe harbor to equality, we will get there together. Together, because getting there while losing others along the way is not an option. There might be a variety of strategies, a variety of realities, but there is only one speed. There is only one G-force which can lead us to equality, and that is the belief that no one around the globe should be singled out and ripped of his dignity because of his sexual orientation or his gender identity. Nobody will stop equality. Madiba. Thank you. Even if some of you could be my father or my mother, others could be my oldest son or daughter, we can only get there when we act consciously and in solidarity with each other and across nations and across generations. knowing that for some people the real journey is the journey from daily life-threatening reality to a first safe harbor, the journey between flagrant violence, harsh discriminations, from being totally rejected to find a harbor of acceptation. That's the real off-road part of the journey. We cannot move if we don't move all together, and therefore, beside LGBT and human rights organizations, every single human rights activist is a potential ally. From the women's movement, MSM organizations, healthcare organizations, to trade unions and development aid, we all need them along that part of the road. And we need them much further. We need you much further. But it is especially on that part of direct contact, direct confrontation with victims of LGBT discrimination and violence in their own family, in their working place, in public space, that we can convince our allies about how much we need them to achieve global equality. The mechanisms of protection of the one can be the safety or life-saving for the other. When one of our people is singled out on an off-road journey in search for security, an activist on the field, whatever the color of his feathers is much more important than a brother of the same feather somewhere on a global conference in Antwerp, for example, on the 31st of July.